Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So today we'll again have 10 practice questions for SAT math. So we'll do the questions one by one and you can answer the questions in the comment section and we'll do the full detailed solution. Okay, let us start. Let us go with the first question. Okay, I'll read the question and then you can attempt and write the correct answers in the chat, and then if they and then we'll check if they are correct after solving the question. So the question is that the function f is defined by f of x is equal to 7 by 10 multiplied by x plus 55. So what is the value of f of 20? And the function f of x is given. You have to find what is f of 20. You can attempt the question and write your answer in the chat. So we already have an attempt. So one answer, probable answer is 69. So we'll check whether that is the correct answer or not. We'll do the solution and we'll check it. Okay, so now let us solve the question. Let us see which is the correct answer. So we'll first write the given function that we have, which is f of x is equal to, we have 7 by 10x plus 55 plus 55. Now we will see what is f of 20. So we'll put x is equal to 20 in the function. So we have 7 by 10 multiplied by 20 plus we have 55 as a constant. So this will be this will cancel out, this will be 2. So we have 7 into 2, that is 14 plus 55, and that will be 69. So 69 is the correct answer for this question. That is the f of 20. So let us go back to the question. Yeah, so this question, the correct answer is 69. So let me show the solution for a second and you can see the solution, and then we'll move to the next question. Okay, so this is the solution. Now let us go to the next question. Yeah, this is the next question. Have a look at the next question, then we'll read it out, and then you can write the solutions or attempt to write the solutions in the chat. So we'll wait for 3-4 minutes, and we'll see if anyone attempts to write the answer of this question, and then we'll do the detailed solution together. So the question is that what value of x is the solution to the given equation, and the equation given is 8x minus 7x plus 130 is equal to 260. So we'll solve the question together. So yeah, 130 is one of the answers, so we'll see if 130 is the correct one. But yeah, thanks for the attempt, and if anybody also wants to attempt, they can write the answers in the chat. Okay, let us solve the question together and confirm the correct answer. Okay, let us write the equation given. It is 8x minus okay, let me rewrite it again. Let me use a different colored uh, marker. Okay, 8x minus 7x plus 130 is equal to 260. So that is the given equation, and we have to find the solution here. So we'll just simplify the terms. 8x minus 7x, that is x, and this will be x plus 130 is equal to 260, and this gives us x as 130. So this is the correct answer. um so thank you Jason Chan, that's the correct one. So 130 is the correct attempt. So you can have a look at the solution. It's a very short and brief solution of the linear equation, and then we'll go to the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question. uh, so let me just read the question once, since it is a larger word problem, and then once I read the question, you can put your attempts in the chat, and we'll see if they are correct. We'll solve the question together. So, and the question is that Adam's school is a 20-minute walk or a 5-minute bus ride away from his house. The bus runs once every 30 minutes, and the number of minutes, that is W, that Adam waits for the bus varies between 0 and 30. Which of the following inequalities gives the values of W for which it would be faster for Adam to walk to school than to ride the bus? So that is the question. So we have to find which inequality involving W is the condition that will make it faster for Adam to walk to school rather than going by the bus. So the options are, the first option A is W minus 5 is less than 20. So remember that W here is the number of minutes that Adam waits for the bus. So it can be between 0 and 30 minutes because the bus runs every 30 minutes. So first option is W minus 5 is less than 20. The second option is W minus 5 is greater than 20. The third option is W plus 5 is less than 20. And the fourth option is W plus 5 is greater than 20. So try to attempt the question and see if you can solve it. We'll wait for some time and then we'll do the solution. We can wait a bit longer for this question because it is a uh, bigger problem in terms of the description. Okay, I'll reread the question for any new viewers that joined in. So, Adam's school is a 20-minute walk or a 5-minute bus ride away from his house. The bus runs once every 30 minutes, and the number of minutes W that Adam waits for the bus varies between 0 and 30. Which of the following inequalities gives the values for W for which it would be faster for Adam to walk to school rather than go by bus? So the options are W minus 5 is less than 20, W minus 5 is greater than 20, W plus 5 is less than 20, and W plus 5 is greater than 20. So these are the four options. Okay, so now let us solve this question. Okay, so we're given that W is the wait time, and for a um, for Adam to walk to school, it would take 20 minutes. To go by bus, it would take 5 minutes. So let us write that down. If he walks, then it would take 20 minutes, and ride by bus, then it would take 5 minutes. But for the bus, there is a wait time W also involved. So the total time he will take to go from his home to school by bus is actually the wait time plus the journey by bus, the time by which he will ride the bus and reach the school. So that will be the wait time plus the travel time by bus. So that will be W plus 5 minutes total time by the bus. So this is the total time. Now what we'll do is we will put the condition, because we need to find the inequality where the he reaches to school by walking faster. So the walk should be faster, so the time taken by walk should be less, so 20 should be less than W plus 5, or we can say W plus 5 is greater than 20. So this should be the answer. W plus 5 is greater than 20, because that will ensure that the waiting time plus the 5 minutes he takes to go by the bus is actually greater than the 20 minutes he will take to reach the school by walking. So let's see which option is that. W plus 5 greater than 20. Okay, so that is the D option. So option D is the correct answer here. The D, W plus 5 is greater than 20. So you can see the solution for a few seconds, and then we'll go to the next question. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Okay, so this is the next question. We'll read the question once, and then you can attempt your answers for this question. So the question is that if f is the function defined by f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 whole divided by 3, um, then what is the value of f of 5? So this 3 is incorrect one, this won't be there. So the function is this: f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 by 3, and we have to find what is the value of f of 5. So x is equal to 5. So this shouldn't be a very hard question. So you can, and the options are given. The option A is 4 by 3, option B is 7 by 3, option C is 3, and option D is 9. So you can attempt the question, and you can comment which is the right answer, and then we'll do the solution together. Thank you for attempting Seed of Dream. So your attempt is option C, that is 3. So we'll see if that is the correct one. So if anybody else wants to attempt, they can put their answers in the chat, and we'll soon do the solution. Meanwhile, don't forget to like the stream and also subscribe the channel if you like the content. Okay, now let us do the solution and see if that is the right answer. Okay, so we are given that f of x is 2x minus 1 by 3. So write that down. F of x is equal to 2x minus 1 by 3. So we have to find f of 5. So we'll put x is equal to 5 in the equation, in the functions expression. So 2 multiplied by 5 minus 1 by 3, and this will be 10 minus 1 by 3, so that is 9 by 3, which is 3. So f of 5 is equal to 3. So the option C, 3, is the correct answer. We'll check once the options. Yeah, option C is 3. So that is the correct answer here. And you can have a look at the solution once more. Okay, now let us go to the next question. Okay, so this is the next question. Let us read the question once. So we are given that for a linear relationship between x and y, the table below gives three values of x and the corresponding values of y, where t is a constant. So which equation represents this relationship? So x and y are linearly related, so you can think of the x and y are as points in the line, and that is the equation of a line. And we have 3 points given where x and y lie, so we'll have to see whether which one of the below equations correctly defines this relationship. So these three are the points given, that is x minus 34, y as t, x as minus 17, y as t plus 23, x as 0, and y as t plus 46. So these three are the coordinates, and we have four options where we have to see which one is the correct relationship between y and x. So we can derive the equation of this line by using the slope and 1 point from. We are given 3 points, so we can find the slope between any 2 points. So let us try to attempt it. So first we'll write the 3 points. So minus 34 comma t, then minus 17 comma t plus 23, and the last one is 0 comma t plus 46. These three are points on the line. So first we can find the slope and then use the slope and any of these points in the slope and 1 point form. So this is the form I'm talking about: y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x. So x1 and y1 is any of the points on the line and m is the slope. So first let us find the slope here. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So we can take any of these points. So suppose we take these two, this and this point. So we have to first subtract the y coordinates, that is t plus 23 minus t, and then we have to subtract the x coordinates, that is uh, minus 17 minus 34, it will be plus 34. So it will be 23, t plus 23 minus 20 would be 23, and this will be 17. 23 by 70. So this is the slope of the line. Now let us put it in the slope and 1 point form to derive the equation. So y minus, let us use this point, um, t 0 comma t plus 46. So we have y minus, the y coordinate is t plus 46 is equal to m, that is m is 23 by 17. So 23 by 17, and then we have um, x minus x1, and the x coordinate is 0, so we have x minus 0. So this will become y minus t minus 46 is equal to 23 by 17x. And this will become y is equal to, we can take these terms minus t and minus 46 to the right side, and that will become 23 by 17x plus t plus 46. So this should be the equation of the line: y is equal to 23 by 17x plus t plus 46. So we'll check with the options. So the last one is the correct: y is equal to 23 by 17x plus t plus 46, that is option D. So D is the correct answer. So you can have a look at this question, and then you can have a look at the solution ones. So these three are the points in the line. Okay, now let us move to the next question. So here the question is that what value of w is the solution to the given equation, and the equation is w plus 7 is equal to 357, and we have four options here. A is 51, B is 350, C is 364, and D is 3577. So this is a easy question and you can attempt the answer. Okay, now let us do the solution. Okay, so we're given the equation is w plus 7 is 357. So we can directly subtract 7, and then it will become w is equal to 357 minus 7, that is 350. So w is 350, and then I think that was the what the question asked, so the answer will be 350. So that is the option B, 350. So B is the correct answer. Okay, now let us go to the next question. Okay, this is the next question. So let me read the question once, and then you can attempt and write the answers in the comment section. So the question is that the function f is defined by f of x is equal to 4x plus k multiplied by x minus 1, where k is a constant, and also we are given that f of 5 is equal to 32. So we're given one value of f of x for a given x, that is 5, and we're told what is the value of f of 10. So we have to find the value of f of 10 with this given information, where we're given f of x but with a unknown constant, that is k, and we were given one value of f of x for a single x value, that is 5. So if you can attempt the question, and if you find the right answer you can comment it down in the chat, and we'll then solve the question. So we'll wait for a bit and then we'll solve the question. Thank you, Jeff, for writing the answer in the chat. So your answer is 67. So let us see if that is the correct. So we'll wait for a few more minutes and let's see if anybody else answers, and then we'll do the solution. Okay, so let us do the solution together. So we're given that f of x is equal to 4x plus k multiplied by x minus 1. So f of x is equal to 4x plus k multiplied by x minus 1. And we're given that f of 5 is equal to 32. So f of 5 is equal to 32. So you can use this equation to find this unknown constant k and then derive this whole function. So this will become f of 5 will be 4 multiplied by 5 plus k into 5 minus 1, and that will be equal to 32. So this will be 20 plus 5k minus 5 is equal to 32. So this will be 5k is equal to, so here we'll have 20 minus 5, that will be 15. So there it will get subtracted. So this will be 5k minus k, and that becomes 5k minus k will be 4k. So let me rewrite this. 4k is equal to 32 minus 20, that is 12, and then k will become 3. So k is 3, that is the correct value of k. Now we'll find out f of 10. So f of 10 will be 4 into 10, and k is 3, so we can put that, plus k is 3, so 3 multiplied by x minus 1, that is 10 minus 1. So this will become 40 plus 3 into 9, that is 27, that will be 67. So f of 10 is equal to 67 and k is 3. So this is the correct answer. So 67, there are no options, but yeah, 67 is the answer for this question. And you can have a look at the solutions. Okay, now let us go to the next question. Okay, so here is the next question, and let me read the question once. So we are given a system of linear equations. In the given system of equations, g and k are constants. The system has infinitely many solutions. So what is the value of g by k? And the solutions, the two equations of the system are 2 by 3x plus 7 by 8y is equal to 2 by 7, and gx plus ky is equal to 5 by 2. And it is given that this system has infinitely many solutions, and the quantity that we have to find out is g by k. So try to solve the question on your own, and then we'll do the solution. Okay, let us do the solution. So first let us write the equations given. So we're given 2 by 3x plus 7 by 8y is equal to 2 by 7. This is the first equation. Then we have gx plus ky is equal to 5 by 2. So these are the two equations. Now it is given that they have infinitely many solutions. So if the two equations have infinitely many solutions, then that means that the ratios of their coefficients are equal. So we can write that a1 by a2. a1 and a2 are the coefficients of x in the two equations. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Now we know that c1 by c2 because both of them are constants, 2 by 7 and 5 by 2. So this we can calculate as 2 by 7 by 5 by 2, and that will be 2 by 7 into 2 by 5. So that will be 4 by 35. So this c1 by c2 is 4 by 35. Now we can Now we can write the values of a1 and a2 and find out these values of g and k. So we have 2 by 3 is a1 and a2 is g is equal to 4 by 35. So this will be g is equal to 35 into 2 by 3 into 4. So that means g must be equal to g must be equal to this will be 70 and this will be 12, so that can be reduced to 35 by 6. So this is g. Similarly for k we can do a ratio of the y coefficients b1 by b2, so that will be 7 by 8 by k is equal to again that will be 4 by 35. So that will be k is equal to 35 into 7 by 8 yeah, 35 into 7 by 8 divided by 4 is equal to this 8 you can bring down, so it will be 35 into 7 by 4 into 8. So 35 into 7 should be 245 by 32. Now we can do g by k here, which is the question which you have to find out the ratio that is required. So that should be 35 by 6 divided by 245 by 32. So that should be 35 by 6 and then we'll multiply this 5 by 6 into 32 by 245. So this will cancel out, this will be 7 and this will be 32 by 6 into 7 and 6. This will cancel out, this will become 16, this will become 3. So g by k is 16 by 21. So g by k is asked, so it should be 16 by 21. You can also do it directly because a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. There we know a1 and b1, we don't know a2 and b2. So an alternate way would be a1 by this can be b1 is equal to a2 by b2. This is also true, and then this we can derive g by k. G by k is a2 by b2. So g by k can be equal to a1 by b1, that is this one, 2 by 3 and 7 by 8 divided by 7 by 8. So this will also give the same answer, but this is a much faster way, because here c1 by c2 is not calculated. We can directly get this from these two ratios. So 2 by 3 into 8 by 7, that is again 16 by 21. So this is the correct answer. So for this question, the answer is 16 by 21. So you can have a look at the solution here. We wrote the equations, we applied the formula for infinitely many solutions, and then we found out c1 by c2, as we have here two known constants, and then we equated them in the equation, and we found out g and we found out k respectively, and then we took the ratios here. Or we can directly also find the values by doing a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. So that means a1 by b1 is equal to a2 by b2, and then a1 and a1 and b1 are known, that is 2 by 3 and 7 by 8, and a2 by b2 we can find the ratio of g by k. Okay, now let us go to the next question. Okay, this is a longer question. So first let us read the question, and then we'll see the options. So a part of the question is missing, that is the inequality is not given. So let me write the inequality. So the inequality is that 2x minus y is greater than or equal to 883. So this is the inequality. And the question is that for which of the following tables are all the values of x and the corresponding values of y solutions to the given inequality. So this is the inequality, 2x minus y is greater than 883. So there are some xy values given, sets of xy values. So which of the option completely satisfies this inequality? So we have to find which of the following satisfies the inequality. And the options, each of the options are tables of 3 coordinates. So we have to solve which one is the correct for this inequality. So you can have a look at the tables and the inequality, and you can check and see which one is the correct answer, and then we'll do the solution. Okay, so let us try to solve this question. So we are given this inequality, which is 2x minus y is greater than 883, and we're given four tables, and with each having three sets of x and y values, and we have to find which one correctly satisfies this inequality. So by looking at the options, we can see that each of the options has x values as 440, 441, and 442 in all the options. And also for y we have the same three options, same three choices for all the options, that is 0, -2 and -4. So for these specific values we can find what should be the value of x. So for 0, -2 and -4, let us see what should be x. So for y is equal to 0, we have 2x minus 0 greater than 883, which is 2x greater than 883. So that means x is greater than 883 by 2. So 883 by 2 will be 441.5. So this should be the value of x. Now for y is equal to -2, we have 2x minus -2 is greater than 883. So this will become +2. So 2x plus 2 is greater than 883. So this will become 2x is greater than 881. So that means x is greater than 881 by 2, that is 440.5. So this is the inequality for x. Now for the last option, that is y is equal to -4. For this we have 2x minus -4 is greater than 883. So that will be 2x plus 4 is greater than 883. So then we can say that 2x is greater than 879. So by simplifying we can say that x is greater than 400, this will be 39.4. So for the three corresponding values of y, for 0 x should be greater than 441.5, for x y is -2 x should be greater than 440.5, and for y is -4 x should be greater than 439.5. Now from this we can see that for 0 it should be greater than 441.5. So out of these options, for 0 we have 440, 440, that is not greater than 441.5. So these two are not correct, A and B. The C option has 442, so that is possible, and D option is 442, so that is also possible. So from this first condition only A and B are eliminated, only option C and D are possible. Then for y is -2 we have x is greater than 440.5. So for y is -2, here x is greater than 441.5, that is 441, but A and B are rejected, so let us see C and D. So here for y is -2 we have x is 440. 440 is not possible because x should be greater than 440.5. So then option D has 441, so option D becomes our only valid option. C is also incorrect. And the last one we can check, y is equal to -4, then x should be greater than 439.5. So here in the last option we have x is 440, so that satisfies the equation. So option D is the correct one. These are the values of x and y. can have a look at the solution here once. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Okay, so in this question it is given that the given equation represents d in inches, where t represents the number of seconds since an object started moving. So t is the number of seconds of the journey, and d is the distance covered in inches. So which of the following is the best interpretation of 16 in this context? So here 16 is d is equal to 16. T is the equation, d is the distance covered, and t is the time taken, and 16 is a constant. So we have to see what is 16. So the options are that the first option A is the object moved a total of 16 inches. The object moved a total of 16 t inches. The object is moving at a rate of 16 inches per second, and the object, option D, is the object is moving at a rate of 1 by 16 inches per second. So these are the options, and you can have a look at these options again, and this is the equation. D is equal to 16t. So you can try to do and try to find out what is the best interpretation of 16, and you can comment the correct option here, and then we'll do the solution together. Let me write the formula here again so that it is visible. T is equal to 16t. Okay, so now let us do the answer here. So we have given, we're given t is equal to 16t, d is equal to 16t, and t is the time of movement of the object, and d is the distance covered in inches. So if the object covers 16t inches in t seconds 16t inches, then in 1 second it should cover 16 inches by the unitary method. 16. So that means you can see that it covers 16 inches in 1 second or per second. So that is the interpretation of 16 here. So the first option is that option A, object moved a total of 16 inches, which is not correct because it moved a total of 16 t inches. Then the second option is the object moved a total of 16 t inches. The statement is correct, but here we are told to find what is the interpretation of 16. So 16t is incorrect. We have to find what is 16. The option C is that the object is moving at a rate of 16 inches per second, which is the correct one because we just found out here that in 1 second it will move 16 inches. And the last option is the object is moving at a rate of 1 by 16 inches per second, which is again not correct. So option C is the correct answer. And you can have a look at the solution here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And this will be the last question for today. So you can have a look at the solution and then we'll end this.